Welcome to the Abyss. We're back playing more Slay the Spire today, and we're going to keep the character rotation going, which means today's Ironclad's turn. Probably going to start climbing Ascension as Ironclad pretty soon here. I would like to get that last achievement though, and I think playing Watcher or Ironclad on the base difficulty is going to be the easiest way to do that. Ooh. 3 elite path here. Very little in the way of fires if I go that way, though. It's pretty early burning elite, which maybe we can handle if I take 100 gold into that shop. The problem is if I go that way and then I have to bail, the act becomes really weak. But let's just go for it. It is base difficulty. Should be doable. It might take a lot of damage. That burning elite, but Ironclad is usually pretty good at dealing out damage, so as long as we get some decent attacks, I don't think it's going to be a problem. And 9, 18, 27 kills. Cool. I guess we're fighting Slime Boss, so Cleave's fine. Area damage is important. Cleave is definitely not the sexiest card you can get offered, but it does the job. Probably worth... I think I can afford to block one too. Let's try to heal to full in this fight. Yeah, easy. Very easy. We get a potion, not the greatest potion. Don't want to clash. I don't want Wild Strike or Clothesline. Sure, I'll take Clash. Not a card I use very often. Very unreliable. Although I do get to play it here. Just have to play an extra defend. Cost me 1 strike play. Guess it's not horrible on low Ascension though. We don't have the Ascender's Bane to worry about. It's going to make it very easy to take Exhaust. For instance, something like a second one would be really nice. Let's let the Clash put some work in here. And I'll take an Anger. Yeah, Anger works with Clash. Another 0 cost attack is pretty good. Do I want to double down on this silly Clash business and remove a defend here? Not a horrible idea. Let's see. I probably want this Flex. It's not great, but with the 0 cost stuff I have in the deck, it's okay. I'm also incentivized to get card draw. Yeah, I can see buying a Flex here. These are not the greatest relics. Yeah, I don't think I need any of these. Although I guess Medkit works with Clash, right? Allowed me to play statuses and get the Clash in play. Sure, give me a Medkit. They'll incentivize taking Evolve, Power Through. There's some cool stuff you can do with Medkit. I'm not going to take this Curse though, because I don't believe we're going to another shop. We could go to another shop. That's a long time to have a Curse though. And that's going to completely ruin my Clash, so not going to take that. Yeah, and maybe this Medkit's actually going to do something here. This feels like a perfect time to use my Essence of Steel. Allow me to get more damage in and still full block. Although I'm not full blocking because they have 2 strength. I didn't even notice that. Would have normally full blocked. Didn't this time. It's okay though, because look at the Clash putting in work. And I guess the Medkit with the Dazed is somewhat of a Clash synergy. It's funny. Been a long time since I've taken the Clash card. If there's a time to take it though, it's definitely low Ascension. And we already have Medkit, so maybe it's going to be the best Clash ever. One of the Clashes of all time. Yeah, look, I can play this Dazed and now I can play Clash. Sweet. Get a Gambling Chip. That's a very good relic. And I think I'll take a Twin Strike here. Yeah. We definitely want more damage cards for Slime Boss. I'm going to upgrade Flex, though, I think. Since it works with all my cards. 4 is a lot better than 2. Interesting. Get rid of the defend. Tempting to go looking for something better than a strike. For instance, a flex or the anger here, or even the cleave. But I think I'm happy with Clash and Twin Strike here. Yeah, look, we get the flex. We get the cleave. And then I can play everything. Very good fight. Another Twin Strike is tempting. Maybe I want this True Grit, though. I'm usually pretty happy to take the first True Grit I see. And Exhaust is good. Yeah, give me the True Grit over the Twin Strike. Also becomes a pretty good upgrade. And we get the Paper Frog. Cool. Makes maybe Bash a good upgrade. Makes a Bash a lot more powerful. I think I just gamble all this, with the exception of the Anger. Because if I don't draw well here, which I didn't, I'd like to start with the Flex and the Bash in play. So what I'm going to do is just play this Anger to double it and give me another copy. And then we'll try to draw closer to that Bash, which we didn't do. I could get it with the Potion. Although with 2 defends, I can't play Bash and Clash with the Flex. So I think I'm just going to pass this turn too. And we'll start with the Bash Strike. Oh, and we get Flex back. Awesome. So I could do Bash Cleave. Now we should have a pretty decent start to this fight. Get the other Anger duped here. And I'm going to True Grit a defend away. Make the Clash a little more reliable. Yeah. And as we can see, playing it right here, Clash is actually putting in some decent work. Kind of surprised. Can't say I hate it. And this should be an easy kill. Yep. And we get a Juzu Bracelet for our trouble. And a Feel No Pain. Okay. Yeah, we already have the True Grit. I'm definitely taking this Feel No Pain. Very strong power. Do I want to go to a shop? I have a decent amount of money. Yeah, let's do it. I have 2 more combats before that shop. Good chance to buy a relic, or God only knows what I could buy. Could be all kinds of stuff. Thanks, Defend. Helping me out. I was hoping I was going to be able to kill this slime here. The defense didn't want me to do that. I'm still going to put the damage there, though. Get rid of him as fast as possible. Now we get a nice turn, though. Can't even play the Feel No Pain. Take 6 kind of stinks, but we're kind of taking our deck in that direction. Or I'm going to be trading damage a lot. Ooh, Spot Weakness is amazing here. I think I like it even more than Impervious. Second Wind works great with Feel No Pain and Clash. Yeah, these are all amazing options. Kind of hard to ignore reusable Strength card, though. I would definitely love another Second Wind, but I want the Strength more. So I'm going to take Spot Weakness. Ooh, and this is a pretty good first turn. Yeah, this is going to kill both of these guys, right? Easily. Alright, heal 6. Ancient Potion works with the Flex. And do I want a Heavy Blade because of that? Sure. Take a Heavy Blade. I have 2 strength sources. It's going to be somewhat reliable. And Ori could be fun. We see a Dark Embrace in Ori. This deck is going to pop off hard. And I can afford Ori plus card remove, right? 54. And on 22. Yeah, I can. Let's do that. Second True Grit seems pretty good. I don't hate the Inflame either. And there's a True Grit here, so maybe I take the Inflame and the other True Grit. I'll definitely take an Immolate. We have Medkit. That's huge. Give me that Immolate. Don't even need to think about it. And we get the Dark Embrace too. So yeah, give me the Inflame. And I don't want 3 unupgraded True Grits, because I can only get 1 upgrade here. So I'm going to take this True Grit. And I think I skip. I guess Iron Wave's not horrible. Give me a block card that doesn't mess with Clash. Let's take it. Get my full value out of my Ori here. And I think I remove a Defend now? I probably still want to remove a Strike first. Let's do that. And now I'm kind of tempted. I want to upgrade the Immolate for... Ooh, actually, Feel No Pain's really good here. I should probably play that. Not going to play the Heavy Blade. Keep these 3. I want to upgrade the Immolate for Act 2. Because that's really good area damage. And it's really helpful to have it upgraded. I think because of the Immolate, I can afford to take this fight a little slow. So I'm going to block here instead of attack. And we're going to draw Cleave. That's good. Hopefully True Grit doesn't hit Clash. Cool, cool. And we kill the back one. Alright, not bad. Should be a pretty easy fight with Feel No Pain in play. And I can Immolate Iron Wave you. Yeah, nice easy fight. Went very well. I'm loving the start to this deck. And we get a Vajra for even more strength. That's awesome. And I guess give me a Shrug It Off? Yeah, because this deck would definitely take Corruption. For sure. I already have Feel No Pain and Dark Embrace. So I'm going to take this Shrug. It's also just, you know, a solid block card. And I am going to upgrade the Immolate, I think. It's a lot of damage. And we'll try to get those True Grits upgraded probably next act. Get rid of Spot Weakness. These do nothing. I guess ditch the Strike too. Looking for my strength. Yeah, this is awesome. So now I can Feel No Pain, Bash, and Clash. Very good start. And I'm going to, let's see. 29 doesn't split. If I Inflame, it does split, I think. Really like to play the Dark Embrace. I don't know if I can afford to skip this damage, though. Yeah, that's a perfect. We're set up for a perfect split next turn. Might even get the Spot Weakness down, which we didn't, but we do get a lot of damage. 26 is a pretty good split. Just a shame I drew both my area attacks that turn. I think we probably want to target Acid Slime first here. Yeah. And take 1. I can live with 1. We get attacked again. Not even horrible. Let's, I'm going to play Defend and True Grit, I guess. There's no playing Clash there, but that's fine. It's a problem with Clash. There's a lot of times you get, you know, stuff added to your deck that messes with it. Tough call here. Feed could be really good. It's also kind of annoying trying to stall for Feed, though. I'm not the biggest fan of doing that. Impervious feels much more no-nonsense. Just a really strong block card. It also, you know, as I've already said, this deck really wants Corruption, and Impervious with Corruption is amazing. I'm going to take the Impervious. I don't think Feed is wrong there, though. And, Slaver's Collar isn't my favorite way to get energy. Could definitely help us take a bunch of elites this act, though. Empty Cage is okay. We do have a lot of attacks added. I wouldn't hate getting rid of 2 strikes here. And Runic Cube is much better if you have like self-damage, which I don't have. You know, like a Bloodletting or Offering. I'm going to take the Slaver's Collar. And let's try to stomp a bunch of elites here, which I definitely have the cards to do. Is the act layout going to allow it, though? Well, no. No, we get one elite no matter where we go. That sucks. I guess that means I'm probably going to start over here on the left. Take that elite that's after the fire, probably. And then maybe go to a shop. I don't mind these early events either, since we basically already have what we need, I feel like. And I don't want to fight as many Act 2 combats with only 3 energy. 3 energy is kind of rough. We'd ideally have more than that. But we didn't get the really good energy relics offered. Deck would absolutely love a like a Bloodletting or an Offering. Every deck loves an Offering. Guess I'm just gonna Impervious here. Already feeling the pain of not having those. I feel no pain. Funny, of not having those True Grits upgraded. It's a big deal. Hopefully we can get those sooner rather than later, though. Yeah. Being able to target the card is so important. Could have exhausted a card for a little more block there. Guess I didn't feel it was necessary. We get a Power Potion. Okay. And a Headbutt? Yeah, I'll take a Headbutt. It's really good with Immolate, really good with Spot Weakness. Really good once I get my True Grits upgraded. I'll be able to Headbutt those. And this is a very early Ritual Dagger. Do I want it, though? Feels like it has potential, yeah. I would need to upgrade it immediately, which means we're going to be going with those 2 True Grits for longer. I'm going to skip it here. Just give me the money for this shop in a little bit. Okay, this is fine. Get rid of this and this. Now I'm going to Spot Weakness, Feel No Pain, True Grit. Full blocks. And with the Anger, the Clash, the Twin Strike, we should be able to knock some of these guys down here. Although when you draw all your defends on the same turn, it becomes harder. I guess the one that's buffing here is the one I'm going to focus on. At least we full block. Definitely could have been worse. Although it's making this turn a lot scarier. Let's see. Definitely want to play Immolate here. And unfortunately, we have to take 10. Okay, now we should be fine, yeah? I can Impervious here. Might as well. Alright, now we're good. And a Heavy Blade Plus. I'll take a Pummel Plus. It's a good attack. Works with Strength and Exhaust, so it works with my 2 powers. Which are going to start getting played at some point. I think I like just Bash, Feel No Pain, Anger as a first turn. And I think I'm also going to... Oh, that's funny. So, I wanted to use this Ancient Potion to block the Confusion. But it won't do that. It'll block the strength down from the flex and give me 4 strength for the whole fight. So I guess I have to skip flex if I want to block the confusion. Maybe the confusion isn't horrible here. No, I want to block the confusion. So I'm just going to bash, Feel No Pain, Anger. Should have enough damage with the Paper Frog that it's not going to be an issue. Guess I Inflame Heavy Blade here. Taking a bunch of damage though. Yeah, yikes this turn. I also like to get that Dark Embrace upgraded so I can play it a little more. Let's headbutt the Heavy Blade, I guess. Oh yeah, I got a True Grit. Let's do that. Lets me play the Clash and the Heavy Blade. And now the fight's over. Disarm. Yeah, give me a Disarm. Strong card. And yeah, I think I'd rather go to the later shop. Even more money. In fact, depending on how this fight goes, maybe I'll take the Elite before the Fire. It looks like this fight's going pretty well. So I could spot weakness here. I shrug first. And then I'm going to headbutt the Immolate. So we take 4 and win next turn. Not bad. I don't think I want any of these. And yeah, 64 health's pretty good. Let's fight the Elite now. Get rid of this and this. We'll play these. Interesting. Oh, and I have the extra energy too, so I don't even have to make this decision. That's great. So we'll bash, cleave, anger. Solid start to the fight. Take 14. Hopefully that's all we take. Disarm you. Although I guess I shouldn't have disarmed that one, because I killed them. So the disarm didn't do anything. It's okay. One little misplay hopefully isn't going to end the run. We have so much strength. This Reaper's amazing. Yeah, give me Reaper. And I am going to upgrade the True Grits first. As much as I'd like to get that Dark Embrace cheaper. Being able to target the cards is important. This feels like a fight where I do want to play Dark Embrace. So let's get rid of the Bash here and the Defend. See what we draw. Okay, definitely playing Dark Embrace. And I guess I'm just going to True Grit this Clash. Probably not getting played in this fight. With all the days that get added here. Take 1 to play that cleave there. And to also keep the impervious around. Here I think I want to headbutt what? Feels too early to headbutt a Reaper. Headbutt Flex. Ooh, yeah, I can headbutt Flex and draw into it. Let's do that. So, put the headbutt here, I think. Give me the Flex. Shrug into it. And then we'll put this damage into this guy. Okay. Feel No Pain blocks a little bit. Not as much as I would like. I can even preemptively block with it. It's kind of silly. Alright, pummel blocks for me, that's good. I can play the days to draw, which is cool. And they just keep adding days. So it's just like infinite. Infinite block engine. Thanks to the Chosen. It's kind of neat. Can't say I've ever done that before. Sever Soul's not horrible. I don't think I want it though. The poor man's Fiend Fire. It's really more like the poor man's second win. Self-forming Clay, yeah. That's a solid relic. You don't skip that. And we get to waltz into the shop with a decent amount of money. I like the Abacus here. Probably just Abacus Striker move. Not the most exciting shop. Abacus definitely has late game potential though. I'm going to take it. We are a little short for block. And if we ever get this Dark Embrace Feel No Pain thing going, could do wonders for us. I could knock the bird down. I'm just going to Impervious though, because we have the thorns. So the bird is going to hit himself a bunch. And he should be a non-issue from here. Again, I'm just going to Dark Embrace and defend. Let the bird kill himself. And now we just have a Chosen to deal with. So disarm. True Grit. Okay, bye Clash. Sorry. You tried really hard to be helpful there. Probably just Inflame, defend, defend. And let's do that thing I was doing last fight. Although with the, I guess I just missed the Feel No Pain because of that. So that wasn't very good. Should have remembered I didn't have that in play. And it'd be really nice if I saw that headbutt. Guess I do have Dark Embrace in play though. Let's get the headbutt. That's definitely going to give me headbutt one of these days. There it is. So now I can headbutt the Feel No Pain and try to draw into that and play that. Cool. Now we're pretty safe in this fight. Weird little interaction here with Chosen and Medkit. Can't say I've ever done this before. But yeah, this is basically just infinite block now. You just keep playing these as long as I want to. And then they draw at the end of the turn for me too. Can't say I hate it. Chosen thought his Hex was going to be a problem for me. I don't know where he got that idea. Stinks to take that damage, but it's fine. And there's a second wind. Yes, give me that all day long. Give me more of them. I would take... you don't really need multiple second winds, though. I would take a second one. That would probably be it, though. And I'm going to Smith here. Let's get that other True Grit upgraded. I can see doing Inflame, too, but we already have so many sources of strength. I'm more concerned with my ability to exhaust things consistently. I think I just play Immolate Cleave here. I'll get rid of these in case I can see Headbutt, in which case I would play Immolate, Headbutt, the Immolate. But this is fine. Immolate Cleave. Good start to the fight. Okay. Feel No Pain. Disarm. Lets me Clash. 12 and 15 is not enough. Okay. So that means I want a Twin Strike there. Clash here. Take a 7. Stinks. At least we get Impervious this turn. And now I can just Headbutt. Immolate should do it. Sentinel's not bad. I would like more ways to get energy. Yeah, give me Sentinel. I feel like my exhaust is getting pretty consistent here. Spot Weakness does nothing. Heavy Blade is not what I want to play. I'm going to Dark Embrace here. And then let's just Anger. True Grit to Cleave. Because it's not that useful in this fight. Okay. What are these costs, dude? What are you doing to me? Do I take 3? I guess I take 3 no matter what I do, huh? So, take 3 it is. Now we get Feel No Pain. And now I can Shrug and True Grit. Yeah, let's True Grit over Second Wind here. Keep the other, keep the Inflame around in case I get to play it later. Which I might. Let's see. We just play all of this, yeah, except the Sentinel. Gonna bash Reaper, heal a little bit, and block a little bit. I think that's better than playing the Sentinel there. What are you doing to me with these costs, though? It's okay. We got out of the fight. I already have a Swift Potion. I don't need another. I will take a Pummel Strike Plus. Yeah, give me that. Card draws. Severely lacking in this deck. Which means I think I'm going to upgrade the Dark Embrace now, finally. Yeah, that needs to be in play. Very important. And hopefully we have enough, you know, block and or damage to beat the Collector here. Not the ideal first turn. I don't think I even want to headbutt anything, which sucks because I have to headbutt something. I guess I headbutt Shrug, and that's fine. I'm going to use a Swift Potion here because I don't like this opening draw. Okay, and it didn't really get much better. At least now I don't have to headbutt. Well, I guess I could headbutt Flex, yeah? Probably don't want to do that. Let's flex. I'm going to disarm the boss here. And then I'm just going to twin strike. Am I sure I don't want to headbutt something? Headbutt flex could help for next turn. It could also just stop me from drawing my area damage though, which I really need to do. I also like to get the powers in play sooner rather than later. Ideally I'd be headbutting card draw. Which I guess is Shrug It Off. I guess. Sure. Headbutt Shrug It Off. Probably going to need to block this turn. Although I don't really, do I? I guess I could just inflame Impervious here. Kind of stinks to waste the Impervious this early. But maybe having it out of the deck is going to be a good thing. I'm going to keep this Shrug It Off around. Yeah, are we exactly full block here? So that's fine, I guess. Kind of a scary fight. Definitely want to spot weakness here. Also would really like to draw... Oh, and we miss Immolate. That's horrible. That's really bad. Yeah, and both these powers being on the bottom. Definitely not what we needed to see. Look at all my free block here, though. We finally get the Dark Embrace. That's something. And I can anger here. And I'm actually going to bash the leader, I think. Yeah, I don't want bash to be gone. Alright, things are getting scary. We got debuffed. Literal bottom of the deck on the Feel No Pain. We have it now, though. And I wish I could bash and immolate. Missing bash here sucks. I need to immolate though. And I don't mind putting those wounds, those burns in the deck here. Yikes. This is scary. Definitely second wind the defend for draw. Got me some draw. Okay, this is better. Get rid of the cleave, I guess. Okay, and then pummel lets me block more. That's good. Not dead. Being not dead is really cool. God, that doesn't heal very much. It does block for me a little. I kind of need it to do that, don't I? Yeah, and ideally I was drawing some better block than I have here. Am I just dead? Yeah, without a potion, I'm just dead. What kind of potion do we have? Oh, Corruption. Corruption, I think, barely keeps me alive. Yeah, it keeps me alive. Thank you, Corruption. Very cool of you. It's tempting to True Grit here, so I can play the Clash. I could headbutt something first. How do I want to do this? Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to headbutt the spot weakness. And I'm going to True Grit a strike. Draw the spot weakness. That lets me play the spot weakness. Second wind the burn away. No, just play the burn. And I think I can just, yeah, once I finally get down to attacks, just win. Okay, that was a little scary, but it went alright. Get a limit break. Or barricade. Definitely not bludgeon here. If we had a real corruption, I think maybe it would be barricade. But we don't have a real corruption, so I'm going to go limit break. And I definitely want energy here. It's obviously not Sacred Bark with my meager 1 potion. And Philosopher's Stone. I do have the disarm. Maybe Philosopher's Stone isn't that bad. I'm going to take Curse Key, though. And, you know, we have the money to remove the curse. Hopefully we get pathing that lets us do that. Let's take a look at that first. Yeah, there is a shop after a chest, so that's good. Not very many elites, though. I can get 2, and that's if I avoid the late shop. And I have to open that chest, so that's not going to happen. Kind of rough pathing here. I guess I'll take the 2 early events into that elite. See how things go. Get rid of this. Kind of want these. So I'm getting attacked for a bunch here. Let's shrug first. I'm just going to True Grit the Heavy Blade because I don't think that's getting played here. And then, yeah, we full block. Just play Anger wherever. Okay. Well, Impervious being a bro here. Helping me out. That's good. Hopefully Immolate is going to put a... Yeah, where are you, Immolate? I need Immolate to put a swift end to this fight. Which it doesn't really want to do right now. At least I get to play Clash. That makes me happy. And I get to full block, which is great. Alright, now finally Immolate time. And yeah, just kill you. Oh no, I don't even kill you. Should have done my math there. Wasn't really paying attention. It's okay, we can mostly heal that back. Mostly. Yeah, I guess Inflame, Spot Weakness. And block. It's best I can do. Alright, now we get to win with Immolate. And I heal back almost all of it. Interesting. Yeah, Evolve plus Medkit is pretty big. I'll take that. Might not even be a bad upgrade. I'm not going to take another curse for gold. I'll just take the gold. The lesser amount of gold. Oh, I could have taken the curse for gold. Hindsight's 20/20, as they say. Probably just remove a strike here. Maybe toolbox isn't bad. Yeah, give me a toolbox. Toolbox is cool. And I'm going to save the money on the remove now because I want to be able to remove that curse later. So I'll make sure we float enough money to do that. Give me violence. Violence seems pretty good here. Get rid of all of this. And we get Immolate. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see what else we get. Okay. I think I just Immolate. Headbutt the Immolate. And hope I draw a tiny bit of block next turn. Not that it really matters. Pretty much healing it back. Oh yeah, and I get the block automatically from the self-forming clay. So that's cool. Don't want any of these. Have all the attacks we need at this point. Shouldn't really be adding any attacks. Sure, give me Panache. Maybe it'll do something. There's Immolate showing up turn 1, like we like to see. And yeah, I think I can actually activate this Panache. Maybe not quite. Unless the Dark Embrace wants me to. It doesn't. That's okay. Take a little bit here. Take 10. Okay. Should probably spot weakness. We have Dark Embrace in play. I'm going to True Grit this defend, I guess. Trying to get something better. Okay, yeah, Headbutt's good. So now I can Headbutt Immolate. We win next turn. Oh, but now I can't play Disarm because it'll draw right now. Should have thought harder about that. So I guess I'll just spot weakness. Deal damage. And take a bunch more. That sucks. Oh, but I get to Reaper at least. That's something. Yeah, so we heal the full. Fine. It's totally fine all the time. It never wasn't fine. I guess Panacea helps a little bit here. Get rid of this, this, I think. Not the best draw here. It's okay though. Hopefully we get the flex with that. Yeah, we missed spot weakness. Panacea is not going to do anything for me here. What's the best way to do this then? Probably something like... I'm going to spot weakness and then headbutt spot weakness for next turn when hopefully we're going to get attacked. Then I'll play Heavy Blade here for a little bit of damage. And yeah, he's omniscient, this giant head. I think he's got a giant brain in there. Dodging my spot weakness a second time. It's unfortunate. Not really a lot I can do here. I don't want to... I guess I could True Grit the Cleave. Not the most important card in this fight. There's Flex. Not a moment too soon. Second Wind does nothing here. Rough draws. I guess I play them in this order. It's the best I can do. And I can be sad that I took 13. That's a fun thing to do. Played those in slightly wrong order too. Taking a lot of damage to Giant Head here. It's a little concerning. At least we finally get to spot weakness now. And then I guess it's Sentinel, Iron Wave, Heavy Blade. I just died a Giant Head. He's not letting up. I guess Limit Break draws. Let's do that first. Reaper heals me. That's going to be important. How much does Reaper do? It does more if I bash. It does quite a bit more if I bash. 33. Also blocks for me a little too. And draws a card. Scary fight though. There's just really bad draw order in this fight. Was a lot of the problem. And am I just dead to this guy? No, we just barely win. That was a scary fight. Get a regen potion, which is cool. And a shockwave, which we have been sorely missing. Definitely going to take that shockwave. And I think I recall here. Yeah, none of the upgrades are super important. And we could theoretically heal a bunch with Reaper. So we'll try to do that. Or I can heal the full from this event. Sure, why not? Now I have to take the key out of here, which means we miss out on healing. Was that a clumsy? No, doubt. Doubt's a tough one. Definitely want to remove that. I'll trade health for colorless cards here because they're really good. Potentially. Dark Shackles is amazing. Probably take that. Discovery. I don't hate oh, Apotheosis. Yeah. See, this is why you take colorless cards. Also, Master Strategy is really good here too. How bad are my upgrades? Does Apotheosis do a lot for me? Kind of feels like it doesn't do that much. I'm actually going to go Master Strat. And then Discovery? It's a free corruption every time, right? Yeah, give me Discovery. And Dark Shackles. Okay. We just fight a boss here, I think. Yeah, because I already have a curse to remove. You can no longer heal. It was a crazy debuff, too. There are very few times when you actually want to take that. I guess Flash of Steel is fine. Draws a card. Sadistic Nature. Well, Sadistic Nature would have done something with Shockwave here. That's funny. Get rid of this. Alright, this is good. We Shockwave, Flash of Steel. Just play all the attacks. No, don't play this one because I don't want to split them yet. We want to make as good a use of that Shockwave as possible. So now I think I Inflame. I actually Twin Strike instead of Bash. Then I Immolate and win. Fossilized Helix is great. Definitely give me that. And with the Shockwave now, maybe I actually like Dex Potion more than a Fear Potion. Kind of weird, but I guess so. Second spot weakness. Sure. Let's land our strength a little more consistently. I can buy a waffle. Tasty waffle. Definitely going to remove the doubt. And probably just save money for Act 4 because there's nothing I really need here. Dupe Potion's interesting. That could be kind of good. Maybe I'd take that over that. Yeah, let's take that over the Dex Potion. And now we'll go. We'll upgrade what? Feel No Pain probably? Kind of feels like it. Or Evolve. Yeah, maybe I'll do Evolve. A lot of statuses in the end game. And I'm kind of desperate for card draw. Let's take an event here. Falling. See a Cleave. I don't really need Cleave. We have Immolate, right? I don't mind losing Cleave. And upgrade what? Now we'll get Feel No Pain. And Spot Weakness is really good in this fight. Hand of Greed. Sure. Maybe we can make some money here. Because these guys guaranteed attack every turn. You know, they alternate. One turn on, one turn off. So no matter when we draw Spot Weakness, as long as they're both alive, we can guaranteed get that down. So that's good. I guess Impervious here, although it feels kind of like a waste. Yeah, but I didn't get any draw. Let's play it. I want to keep the buffer longer, if possible. Okay, we get Inflame down. That's something. And since the artifact's there, I'm actually going to second win the Dark. In fact, let's second win the Inflame too. I don't need strength from those. I'd rather have the Spot Weaknesses. Just land that. And now I'm playing Sentinel just so I can clash here, because we still lose our buffer, which kind of stings. It shouldn't be too hard of a fight though. Definitely want Evolve down. It'd be nice if I could actually do something with the Shockwave, but we still have the Bash, right? And Disarm that I haven't drawn yet. Yeah, I'm going to play the Shockwave. Kind of stinks to waste it. But now I get to Disarm. Deca. And do I want a Limit Break right now? Feels like it's better if I wait. We can get a lot more than 4 strength out of that. So I'm just going to True Grit this strike. Take 1 here. Alright, and there's the Master Strategy. This is going to draw a shitload. Get the other Spot Weakness. Now I'll play Pummel on you. Sure, let's bash him to get this over with. I'm just going to go full aggro. Block with the Abacus. Take a little damage here. But once Donu's dead, this fight's basically over. Because then the scaling stops. Spot Weakness again. I guess second wind here. Yeah, I don't want to play Discovery. Just second wind all this stuff. Maybe get a little Hand of Greed kill here. A limit break. Handle greed. Yeah, alright. Making money. And I could keep playing these, but I'm not going to. Let them draw for next turn. When we don't need to block, and I can just do a big ass Reaper here. Heal me to full. And can't quite kill with Hand of Greed. We'll get back to it though. Shouldn't be that hard to get back to. With Dark Embrace in play here. Although you need exhaust cards for Dark Embrace to do its thing. Which we do not have right now. It's fine. We heal the full after this anyway, so I don't mind stalling for Hand of Greed. Could be important. There could be something amazing in this next shop. So yeah, I'm going to stall. We have second wind this turn, which should make it pretty free. I'm going to draw a bunch here. Block a bunch. Draw more. No reason not to keep gaining strength. Look, I even get the full block. Not bad. And Hand of Greed is somewhere down there in that draw pile. I don't want to hit him with anything else, because he dies. So yeah. Come on, Hand of Greed. One time. We got it. Extra 40 bucks for the road here. It's pretty cool. Moving on to Act 4. Feel pretty solid about this deck. Usually if you get Dark Embrace and Feel No Pain, you're in a pretty good spot. And we have the second wind. We have a couple True Grits. And I get to upgrade what? Heavy Blade, I guess? Or just Inflame. Works on everything. I want to do a big ol' smash attack with the giant Heavy Blade with all my strength from the limit break. See if that pans out. Juggernaut. Yeah, probably not Juggernaut. Bad potions. Bad everything in this shop, really. You can buy a Hand of Greed to make money for the next shop. Dramatic Entrance. Is that not horrible? I think I just removed a strike here. Little bit of a letdown, but the final shop is that frequently. Doesn't do a lot for you. And look, I get my Dramatic Entrance anyway, although I'm going to take Discovery instead. Because it could be anything. It could even be... Can't be a Dramatic Entrance. I don't want this, don't want this, don't want this yet. Playing Evolve here is really good. Playing Dark Embrace is really good. So that's a start. And a Immolate that I can play for free? Sure, because I don't mind the burns. Ooh, now I have to choose though. Do I play... I was going to just Impervious here. I guess instead I Feel No Pain. And lose the second wind? You have to lose one of these three cards, right? I guess it's second wind over Impervious. Like I could keep the second wind, then I lose the True Grit and the Impervious. If I play True Grit, I just lose the second wind and I keep the Impervious. Or I could True Grit the Impervious and keep the second wind for later, which with Evolve and the burns might actually be the better play. Kind of weird. Yeah, I guess I True Grit Impervious to full block. Oh, and I can Master Strategy to keep going, but I'm not going to. That's a shame. This would have been great if I drew this next turn. We didn't, though. Could always headbutt it. Maybe. Maybe that's a thing that happens. This is a pretty free. We just bash Dark Shackles here. Don't have to worry too much about this incoming damage here. Now I can spot weakness. And I can, in fact, headbutt Master Strategy if I want to. I also like to turn around here, probably. What else would I headbutt? I feel like it's headbutt second wind, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Headbutt second wind. Then we just clash strike here. We take 0. Or no, we take 3. Because the block gets taken out at the same time as the buffer. Pummel Strike, I guess. Shrug. Can I kill this guy in the back? If I Shockwave, that doesn't do anything. Oh no, they get the Vuln down. So yeah, do Shockwave. And then Immolate. How much does a Paper Frog change it? 75% more damage. What's 75% of 31? So it's like 21, which doesn't kill. What if, and I can't limit break first. Damn it. Alright, that's why I wanted second wind. Let's just use that. And now I'll just spot weakness. And anger. Stinks to miss that Immolate. Would have been nice if I could have got that kill there. We have Vuln for a little bit though. And now I can do my big old heavy blade here. Or I guess I'm actually going to target this one now because I can kill him. Let's draw a little bit here. Okay, Reaper. Not going to do anything. That's unfortunate. Should heal the full here anyway though, so it's not really an issue. And now I get to just kill and win and get Bag of Preparation. Awesome. And these don't really do anything for me. So here, my big question here is, what do I dupe pot? Do I want magnetism or just a secret weapon? I guess magnetism could be cool, right? Could also be dog shit, which is probably what it's going to be. Don't want this. Don't want this. I'm wondering what I dupe pot. It might be like Feel No Pain. I could also see dupe pot and Dark Embrace, so ideally I'd be saving this buffer for next turn, which is hopefully going to be the big hit. I think I keep the rest of this. Might not be able to play the magnetism. Need to block first. I guess Iron Wave blocks, right? So let's Iron Wave. Feel No Pain. Inflame. I guess I can just Magnetism. And yeah, I'm definitely going to dupe pot the Dark Embrace when I see it. Just hopefully soon. Alright, give me the big hit one time. It is the big hit. Awesome. And I can even block a little bit. Lovely. So let's just defend. Spot weakness. And I can even Discovery for another Shrug. Sure. Shrug's cool. And I can get Disarm down, which is going to help a lot next turn. Okay, this is a very nice start to this fight. As long as we see Dark Embrace, we should be good. Do I want a Limit Break yet? 6 isn't bad. I can Secret Technique too. What would I Secret Technique for? Spot Weakness. Yeah. Secret Technique for Spot Weakness. Or just Master Strategy, actually. Get me that Dark Embrace faster. Yeah, let's do Master Strategy. I like that even better. Okay. It didn't give me my Dark Embrace yet. Guess I have Pummel Strike, looking for that still. Okay, Evolve's good. And I guess just Shockwave. Don't want to headbutt anything. I want Dark Embrace, please. Sooner the better. Yeah, let's just Shockwave here. And I guess I'm not going to play Anger. I don't want too many Angers in the deck. And I don't mind leaving that Slimed around because it's going to draw for me with Evolve. And yeah, Dark Embrace. I do have one of those in my deck, right? I'm not crazy. Exhume. Exhume seems kind of wild. Do I exhume anything yet? I could exhume Master Strategy to get me that Dark Embrace. Let's do that. I know you're in there, Dark Embrace. It's literally on the bottom 3 cards of the deck. I love it. So cool when that happens. Maybe it's in the bottom. No, it is in the bottom 2 cards of the deck. It exists, though. It's a thing that I have in my deck. I'm almost positive. Alright. Just play the Heavy Blade. Get some damage down here. Again, I'm going to leave these around until they draw for me. When we get Dark Embrace in play, which is this turn. It was literally the bottom card on the deck. Love to see it. So, we finally get to use that dupe pot on my awesome Dark Embrace. I actually want to True Grit the defense here, because I can just play these with my med kit. And I can also just Second Wind here, which now draws a shitload. It's going to give me 10 cards in hand. And I'm trying to think if there's anything I want to do before that. Like, I could see maybe get Secret Technique to get the spot weakness down. So then when I draw Limit Break, I can absolutely just play it. Yeah, let's do that. So Secret Technique for spot weakness. Play that. Now I think I Second Wind. See the other spot weakness. Cool, cool. Keep Impervious around. And Headbutt Second Wind. Feels like the thing to do. I'm going to need block next turn. So yeah, let's Headbutt Second Wind. And I'm just going to Twin Strike. I guess I'll play Anger now. Making pretty solid progress on this fight. Can't Dark Shackles here. So I guess just Second Wind all of this. Yeah. Get rid of all of it. It's going to fill my hand with cards. There's my Limit Break. 24 Strength ought to be enough. This does 234 with Vuln. Seems like pretty good amount of damage to do. And yeah. This fight is basically over. We full block this turn. Just needed to see Heavy Blade again and we win. Which should be pretty easy to do with 2 Dark Embraces in play. It's True Grit, Mind Blast, that's not getting played. I can Headbutt. What? Oh no, Heavy Blade's in hand, what am I saying? Just play Heavy Blade and win, stupid. Alright, that was a pretty fun run. Got to do the old Feel No Pain Dark Embrace thing, which is always fun. Even when Dark Embrace is on the bottom, it's still fun. You get to the bottom eventually. See what our score looks like here. Just over an hour on this run, not bad. Yeah, pretty low score. We didn't really have the pathing to get very many elites. What was that? Just 5 elites? Yeah. Ideally, you're fighting more than 5. But that's okay. So with that, we're going to call that an episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.